Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So many of you guys have been asking about retirement to Thailand. So we're doing a little retirement video with Claudio. Now Claudio has done exactly as I have done. We've both retired to Thailand, and this is what we'll share our opinions and our information that we have in a sort of step-by-step guide for any guys who want to come and retire to Thailand. So I mean, what you need to start with is you need to start with your own country, because you need to really do a visa in your own country.
I can tell you.
Yeah, so like get a 60-day tourist visa, or like I did because I was working in Dubai at the time, so it was slightly different to Claudio. I got a visa exemption. I just jumped on a plane and came over and got a visa exemption, and that's the way I did it. But basically you can do the 60 days, which is the better route, to be honest with you. So here is Claudio, who you've met before.
Hi everybody. Thank you for having me back. New topic.
Yes.
So this time, Dusk asked me about my experience, how I made the move to retire in Thailand. I've been living here already about 5 years plus, and here I'm telling you my story, how I approach this, and it's basically a guide how to do, and I made a to-do list, and I will explain exactly how I made it, detailed, so that everyone can follow and needs to know what needs to be done. 5 years ago, I decided that I want to retire in Thailand, and I knew I had some visa issues. So the first thing that I've done is I got myself a 60-day visa in my home country, which I knew once I arrived, I can make another extension of another 30 days. Which gives me a window of opportunity of 90 days, 3 months. And then I can make visa change to a retirement visa. So this video is dedicated for people who are above 50 years old and decide to retire in Thailand. So first thing you need to, what I would recommend is you need to do a to-do list, what you need to achieve when you're coming here and when you want to retire here, which means getting a bank account, getting a retirement visa. Before you come here, the first 2 things that you need to acquire while you're still home, actually free, is getting your 60-day visa for Thailand. Second, you need to get an accommodation for the first stage that you're coming here. You need to have a place where you can settle in with no long-term contract, so you can actually explore Pattaya a little bit to see in which area you actually want to live.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea to get a condo in the center of Pattaya for the first month, 2 months, 3 months, something like that, and then you can then go look at Jomtien, you can go look at Pratamnat, you can go look at Naklua, Wangamat, you can go look at the east side, and you can decide where you actually want to retire to, because not everybody wants to be in the city centre. It's too lively for a lot of people, you know. So you start in the city centre where you already know, because most of you have been here before, so we start there, and then get something short term there.
Sure.
And then you can move out if you want to.
And actually today it's much easier than ever before, because you have YouTube, where you actually can go to Das YouTube channel, you click on the playlist, and there you will find categorized different topics where you can make your own research, and there you will find out that Pattaya is very big, and there you have areas like Wang Lamang, Naklua, Pattaya, Patamnak, Jomtien. Same, all different. So you can do your own research. So most mistakes that people make, they come here, then go to a hotel, and then they look for 1 or 2 condos, and then they sign up for a year, and then they discover it's actually not their area where they want to be, but only afterwards. So again, Here you have an opportunity to rent out a condo for 2 months or 3 months, minimum deposit of 10,000 baht, not the 2 months and 1 month's rent, which you definitely should take. And again, use Dar's playlist to search on any subject that you want to do your research. The other thing that I mentioned, so this is, you're still back in your home country. So you deal with doing your own research, getting the visa done, getting the research for looking what visa type you need, which basically you need after you use the 9 months, you need to inquire for a retirement visa. My advice, that's the way I done, I went to an agent. The requirements are you need to be above 50 years old and you need to have 800,000 baht in Thai bank account. So when I arrived here, I looked for a good agent, visa agent, and he actually helped me to open up a bank account. This is all within the first 90 days that I arrived. And then I deposited money there, and then I used his service to apply for my retirement visa. Now the first retirement visa is actually a 3 months bridging visa plus a 12-month retirement visa. That's a first issued one, which costs around 25,000 baht. The year after, you only do a renewal of the existing retirement visa. This is for 12 months, and there it costs roughly around 13,000 baht. And this I continue to do every year, renew. Very easy. You don't need to make any tourist visa, you don't need to make border runs, you don't need to do anything. This is again for people who are planning to retire here, and also useful for people who actually want to stay and come 2 or 3 times a year and want to stay a total of 6 or 7 or 8 months.
Yeah, what usually happens is that people come and go crazy. That's what for a certain length of time, and then after a while they then start to think, okay, now it's perhaps time to look for a proper girlfriend.
You basically, when you retire to Thailand, you start a new chapter in your life.
Absolutely.
And you're coming basically to paradise. You have the sun, you have the fruit court on the street where you can buy
cheap food, very cheap food.
You can buy fresh mango.
Yes, that's right, fresh everything.
Less than a US dollar. You can buy papaya, you can buy pineapple, you can walk on the beach. Suddenly women will talk to you, will smile at you, even women which are 20 or 30 years younger than you. So again, it's a very, very exciting time, and you should look forward to it. And I'm confirming, don't be afraid, it's a definitely good time. So this is the first step that you need to do while you're still outside. Once you come here, you arrive here, you got already your 60-day visa, you move into your apartment, you start to explore the surroundings, the areas. Again, use Dar's playlist. You can see the place where to visit, bars, walking street, restaurants, all the different areas that Pattaya has to offer. And again, you will be going on first dates. As I mentioned, we already have a video. So again, very, very exciting times. And within the first 90 days, you already inquired about a visa agent. So basically, you should use the first 45 days to find a comfortable visa agent that you're comfortable with to make the visa change to a retirement visa. Then also, you already rent a short-term apartment, as mine for example, for 3 months. So use the 3 months to check out the different areas of Pattaya, so that once that you can find an apartment that you feel comfortable with, that you can change and sign a 1-year contract. In a 1-year contract, the most times the terms are you need to deposit the first month of rent and another 2 months deposits. Just be aware. Also something that I would do in the first 45 days to 60 to 90 days, I would look for buying yourself a motorbike. Then also buying a motorbike. I would rent a motorbike for the first 2 months to see if you're comfortable with motorbike.
But only if you're an experienced motorcyclist, not a complete beginner.
Up to you. If you feel comfortable with it, no problem. We have different options how to travel.
Yeah.
I personally, I like the 10 baht bus. It's
Well, the boat taxi is very good now.
yes, but the 10 baht bus, always nice people in there, a great place to meet new people.
Yes.
If it's Thai ladies or interesting expats,
Yeah.
that's up to you. But always very pleasant, very convenient. Also one of the experiences that you as a newcomer will realize. Again, you have to understand, you lived all your life in place like the States or everywhere. These are the new things that you will encounter, and these are the good things.
Mm-hmm.
Going out, having a walk, this is a new chapter in your life, which is very exciting.
Yeah. So when you found your agent, the agent will organize a bank account for you. They will do that. You can do it on your own, but if you're going to do everything else with an agent, you might as well let them do that as well.
Yeah, they will
because they have
assist you.
contacts.
Correct. They will go with you to the bank account, you bring your passport, they will help you to set it up. You only need to put 500 baht into your bank account,
Yeah.
and then you will receive a bank account and also a card that you can actually withdraw from the ATM.
Yeah,
And that's
a
actually
debit card.
A debit card, correct, or a Visa card. And that's what I'm doing when you should ask me, how do you handle my money or my budget? I once a year transfer money from my bank account to my Thai bank account, which lasts me for a year.
Yeah.
And I'm only making withdrawals from the Thai credit.
Talking about transferring money from home, a lot of people don't want to transfer 800,000 baht. It's quite a lot of money for many people. They don't want to transfer that. And if you have a good enough agent, they will use the word that
They will
Darren used to use, facilitate.
correct.
They will facilitate the 800,000 baht for
Correct.
a fee, for
Yes.
a moderate fee.
Yeah, I would say.
And we'll leave it at that. But
Correct. I would say, don't worry.
It can be
the,
done.
The agent will deal with all
Yes.
visa requirements. However, I was talking about something else. I was talking about the actual money that I need
Yes,
for
living,
myself
to live.
to live.
Yes.
So instead of transferring every month or every 2 months money into my account for living, I personally, how I handle it, I make one bank transfer from my bank account, from my home country, to the Thai bank account, and that lasts me for a year.
Right.
You can use bank direct transfer or Wise or any other form that you see fit.
Okay.
There, Das made a video about, I have a condo that I rent out for short term, which is good for 90 days, 120 days, as long as you want. Das can put here a photo of the link that we made, because again, this is one of the difficulties that you will find here in Thailand. You need to have a place where you can settle in with no long-term contract, so you can actually explore Pattaya a little bit to see in which area you actually want to live. So now we're already in Thailand, we already made the visa change, we already retired, we found a permanent apartment for 1 year, we're living the life. Now comes, we discover the beautiful Thai ladies, and people who already watch my channel, they already know that Thai ladies are very pleasant, especially compared to Western women. And it's, again, Thailand, not just a country of smiles, but also a country where the women still have a proper height and weight ratio, so, which is pleasant for us guys.
Yeah.
And the 20 years age gap is no problem. Again, watch the video that I made with Das 1.5 months ago, and there you will see all the updates about the Thai ladies. which actually was a very helpful video for people because they made a lot of comments. And I actually spoke to my Thai girlfriend about the video, and there were some comments which I actually asked her opinion about it, which was very interesting because a lot of people would make a comment, okay, so now you're dating a lady which is 20 years younger. Claudio, what value do you bring to the relationship? And then I would ask her the question because I want to get her opinion, and it turns out that she actually is very happy with the fact that she found a little bit younger person than the 65-year-old guy, and who is settled and competent person, and that guarantees her actually that she will have a long-lasting relationship instead with somebody else who is more of a butterfly, or more a guy who is less boring than I am, who goes out to walking street every night and is very excited about drinking. So that was already very pleasant. One thing actually, somebody made a comment that, Claudio, you got extremely lucky. And here's something, guys, that you should know. After talking to her, I actually discovered that she actually is the one who feels lucky. So there you can already see the difference about the different mentalities of Western women compared to Thai women.
Yeah, I mean, Thai women who've had experience with Thai men, in many cases it's very negative experiences with a lot of Thai men. We know that from various girls who've told us.
Right.
So she feels lucky because she's got out of that.
Yes, but not only this. It's not only this. It's also, she's now 37 years old. Whenever she's more afraid that I would exchange her, not for a 35-year-old, but to a 25-year-old. And then the question is, how, if you take statistically, how in percentage, how many chance would I have to get a 25-year-old instead of her finding another guy who is 50 or 55
well,
years old?
it's all debatable, isn't it?
Yeah. But again, this is something that I want to talk about later because again, I moving to Thailand was one of my best moves that I made, but you need to be aware that the first year is very exciting. The second, third, fourth and fifth year, they're a little bit different.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, in my life, I think possibly the first of going out, the first 10 years of going out went from, like, say, being 18 to 28 or something, was very exciting time in my life. And then the rest of it got a bit boring, being married, having kids and houses and all the rest of it. And then the last 10 years of my life, since I moved to Thailand, actually, well, last 12 years to be correct, 12 years since I moved here, I would say was just as exciting as the first 10 years of the going out from being 18 to 28, just as exciting and just as enjoyable.
Yes.
Yeah. How many people can say that? I mean.
Yes, but I have to tell you, the moving to Thailand is definitely a good move. I can give you, out of my mind, 10 points. But there is also some drawbacks. I would say it is very easy to make new acquaintance with Thai ladies, also with Phalanx, but to make real friendships with other Phalanx is a little bit more difficult. One way that I'm very interactive also in Facebook, so filling up your free time, which you suddenly have when you retire, is sometimes a problem. The way that I handle it, I'm in many Facebook groups, food recommendations. I'm in a stock market investor Facebook group, which is in Pattaya, and we meet up every time, once in a while. You meet some very interesting people, down-to-earth person, that will become friends. But again, you need to find a place where to associate with people. And it's not,
you have to be selective with your friends here.
Yes, because you have different countries, different mentalities, different ages, different personality groups. You have people who you see them at 10 o'clock in the morning already drinking their first beer while I'm having my first coffee. You have people who are talking about the lady that they had yesterday evening and a new lady that they're planning to have tonight. So again, it's all depending who you are, but you can, again, you're coming to a new country where you have absolutely no friends, and you need to inquire about your own social groups that you want to hang out. That's also a challenge, but can be done, no problem.
I mean, another thing people need to do here is really to occupy their time. You know, I mean, things like maybe taking up golf or doing something to occupy your time.
I would say I'm spending half of my time on the girlfriend. I'm spending another time, I have a place where I go for breakfast. I meet up with friends. My main activity there actually is more to aggravate the waitresses, which is also a good hobby. Then in Central Festival, I meet my other group. I call them the Central Festival Gang, which are also very entertaining. And every day, again, because of my apartment, I'm also a lot of engaged with tourists who come here and they come permanently. So that's also another place where I find a lot of foreigners. By the way, I have to mention, Das made a video, I think, a week ago about the ghost, if somebody can recall. I just want to mention he's absolutely correct. My lady, she bought a house 2 years ago, and I had exactly the same issue. She wanted to buy a brand new, I'm just confirming your video, she wanted to buy a house. And I told her, oh, excellent, we can, for the money that you want to buy the new property, I can look for in the same area, second-hand house, I can renovate it, you will get more square meter. And she refused because of the ghost. So I asked her, but wait, you're in my condo, it's also second-hand condo, so there must be also a ghost. He said, yeah, of course. So why are you not afraid here? She would say, yeah, because you live here. You're a bigger monster than the ghost, so the ghost is afraid. That's what my girlfriend thinks about me.
Very good.
Yeah, funny stories. Funny stories.
Yeah.
So one of the other exciting things will be that suddenly you have a new girlfriend, which might be 10, 20 years younger than you are. And you get very comfortable and you already forget that she's actually a Thai lady and that she's coming with complete different background and mentality. And even happened to myself, and there I have a funny story. Me and my lady, we were all in the bedroom, 9:30 at night, and we were watching an American movie. And there was an American couple, and the wife would start to argue with the husband. And she would be screaming at him and using abusive language. And suddenly I look at my lady, and she would do like this and say, a wife cannot talk to a husband in this way. So again,
old-fashioned values.
No, absolutely. Yeah. But again, I already forgot that she's a traditional Thai lady, and she would say that you cannot talk like this to your husband. Which again, only good news, guys, for you.
Yeah.
Here you still have value. So the movie continues. The American wife in the movie goes up to the bedroom, comes down and brings a pillow and the doona for her husband, duvet, to sleep on the sofa. Again, my lady, a wife cannot do this. This is their home. He will be looking for another wife. So these are traditional ladies. You will be very happily surprised that you are basically moving back in time to the 60s as it's supposed to be. Yeah. So there's no 50-50, there's no take out the trash, old-fashioned.
That's what people want. That's what guys want.
You can't say this.
Yeah.
You can't say this. You will be coming. If I would say, no, you can say this. I cannot say this. I will be coming up as a chauvinist.
You're not?
I'm worse. I'm worse.
In the previous video, we talked about your girlfriend having a proper job, a government job. And of course, you don't actually pay her a salary. Having said that, if you are one of these sort of people who wants to be with the lady 24/7 and wants her to give up work, then you would have to compensate her for
Correct.
not working.
Correct. If you, again, it wouldn't be me. I'm too young. I like my freedom. I don't need someone who supports me in any activities. So I don't want her to be around me the whole day. And again, she's got good work. But if I ever would decide, no, I want her to be with me the whole time, and I don't want her to work, especially not for a small salary, then again, I would ask her to stop working, and I would compensate her with the lost revenues, and that's how you can achieve it.
Yeah, you have to.
Absolutely no problem. And again, that's a rule which is without saying, if you want her to stop working, you need to compensate her. I'm not sure if I would call it a financial arrangement relationship, because again, you ask her to stop working so that you can be more with me. Absolutely acceptable. Anyone who needs a little bit help or wants more cooking at home or wants to have more company, no problem whatsoever. No, can be done.
Yeah, but of course, that wouldn't be an excessive amount of money, because a normal wage in Thailand is sort of, what, 400 baht a day or something, whatever it is.
12,000, 15,000 baht.
You're
a
not talking
month.
about silly money like, well, you know, working girls would ask. You're not talking.
No, I'm not talking about bar girls,
normal
freelance.
girls.
I'm talking
Yes.
about
Yes.
women who are also a little
Have a
bit
proper
older.
job.
Correct.
And pay
it's
tax
not a
and all the
problem.
rest of it. Yeah.
All right. Now you're already here 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. You have a girlfriend, and now suddenly you decide that you want to finish it, which is a big problem.
Oh, without doubt in Thailand. Yeah.
Right. Now, there are different types of ladies. You need to understand, I'm not sure if we ever spoke about it, but
No, we haven't.
No, about something else. When you start a relationship, in the Western world, we call it the honeymoon period.
Yeah.
Over here in Thailand, nobody would understand if you say honeymoon period. We call it the promotion period, which again, everyone is on their best behavior, so are the women. But once a promotion period finished, then suddenly you notice she's starting to slap you a little bit more, a little bit harder, becomes a little bit more aggressive, and suddenly after 2 years you discover that she's actually a little bit violent or can be easily having an outburst, which you already will know that once if you try to break up with her, there will be hell. So you need to understand how to handle it. So my advice, I hear this from other people. You have option A and option B. Let's go to option A. This is the funny part of the story.
Yeah.
Option A, you invite her for a conversation, tell her, listen, not you, it's me. I would like to finish with you, and I, of course, will compensate you financially. It can go either way. It does. We heard enough stories from other people where some glass were broken, some threats were made. Not a very pleasant time. You need to figure it out. So now we're coming to option B. This is my personal favorite, which I heard once a friend of mine did. You need to be prepared for this. So if you're a stock investor, you tell her before.
It can be any type of investment. It can be any way of money, bringing money.
But again.
Yeah. Okay. We'll take.
I would like to make it more
like
graphic.
Stock investor.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Fine.
You take a stock like Luna or Celsius, and you see the year when it was up and then it crashed. You make a print out of it that she actually can review it. Then you invite her for a conversation. You say, darling, T-Rock, listen, we've been together already for 2 years. I've been supporting you for 2 years. Look what happened. I lost all my money in the stock market. I just want to let you know, and since I've been supporting you for the last 2 years, hopefully now you will start to support me. How about starting with 100 baht for food today? And I can promise you, she will be gone, completely blocked your line within 1 week. What do you say?
I think that would be even more effective than saying, darling, I've been possessed by a ghost.
Right. At least you will not have the hassle of throwing any glasses or breaking anything.
Yeah.
Because again, she will be going in underground instead that you need to go in underground. So that's a funny story how you can handle a breakup.
Yeah. Well, we know people who've done that.
We know, and we know also the other one. You can have some funny moments together. And my girlfriend once, she was funny, she said, I hope I never catch you cheating on me. I replied, I hope so too. And she understood, so excellent. Again, we're having a very funny relationship, always good times. So, good luck to you guys, and definitely you should make the move because this is paradise.
It is, it's wonderful.
And only the best things can come out. Hopefully this video will help you. Use Das playlist. There you can find, maybe you can put picture up here, all the different topics. It's great value for doing your own research. And again, our video is basically to give you information to help you to make the right move without too many pitfalls in retiring here in Pattaya.
It's not difficult, actually. It's very easy to retire here if you have the right mentality.
Correct. And now, again, 5 years when I came over, I didn't use YouTube. Oh, you went here and it was limited information out here.
Yes, that's right.
Now you have over 350 videos where you actually can look all the topics. Now you have people like me who actually provide short-term accommodation instead of Airbnb or all the other places where you can find. It's very easy to make the research.
That's right.
So guys, make it happen.
Yes.
And good luck to you all.
Well,
subscribe,
thank you very much.
like, share.
Thank you guys, and thank you Claudio for a very entertaining little explanation about retiring here. So yeah, if you're going to do it, go and do it, guys. Do it, because we've both done it and we're both very happy with the results.
You know, I came here with one suitcase.
Yeah.
And it was more winter stuff.
Me too. One rucksack and one suitcase I came.
I had one suitcase, which is basically the clothes that I came with, which was in winter time, because I came in September. And that's it. All the rest, don't overthink it. Make it simple.
Yeah. Well, thanks for listening, guys. And we'll see you on the next video. Okay, bye.
Thank you.
I hope you found that video helpful, guys, and please don't forget to subscribe and share and comment and like. And if you like no adverts, please look at Patreon. Thanks a lot, guys. See you on the next one.